god! It's a solo Poliwag run!
Hey, there we go. Now, Expert will find my actual microphone.
Wonderful! Now I need to figure out, like, where the best place to level grind is in, around Azalea Town.
For Confine, probably Slowpoke. Well, no, maybe Union Cave. I think Slowpoke would give you more experience, but you also have to deal with Zubat.
Yeah, but there's Zubat in Union Cave too, I'm pretty sure.
Maybe Slowpoke well then.
I don't know how high the levels go in there. I want to say 8.
I mean, it's been there. I have no idea either. I think it's 8. No, I think I saw level 9 Slowpoke.
Well, I'm about to find out.
Hooray! Right. Welcome back to Pokemon HeartGold. It's lovely.
Is it streaming to Twitch, or has Twitch just, like, not noticed it yet?
I'm streaming.
Let me hit refresh then.
Anything?
Oh, there it goes. And when I loaded the page, it said offline, so I got very confused. Yeah, level 6 Zubat. I'm off to a wonderful start.
Right, so...
Oh my god, it's a solo Poliwag. Aww.
No. Sadly not, but it would be nice.
Not today. Not today. Ah, bitch, that's right. I meant to breed some things for my friend who was doing like a random egg run, so I said I'd surprise him.
Bicycle. I'll set the bicycle to be my secondary item, because you can do that.
I usually do primary, but I guess you have the old rod on primary for some reason.
Well, what am I doing? I might take the old rod off. Can't think of another item I'd actually use, so...
I don't think you have one yet. The next ones will be either the berry pots or the dowsing machine.
Probably dowsing machine. Yes, let's do the radio card. Yes, the town map is in the Pokegear. Need a Renekton to be female.
Up to level 8.
Uses apricorns, not apricots. That'd be a bit weird and squishy. You cannot use the TM on Magikarp.
No. He's on with Mary.
Yeah, Mary.
Hey, look, it's Whitney. Wait, is it mandatory to come here before you can go to the gym?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you imagine a Pokeball made of apricots? You just throw it at the Pokemon, just kind of go squish.
Yeah, I can't imagine that. It wouldn't work, but I can imagine it.
Fuck off, old man.
I just want a friend.
I just wanted a friend. There's this man in Cherry Grove who took my sister.
Oh my god.
Haven't heard from her in years.
That's horrifying.
It is. It's actually quite dark. I enjoy that.
I didn't think we could make that any darker, and yet here we are.
Also, I think it's important to highlight how far we've come. It's all on the bottom screen, 'cause of course it is. So we started here. We're now here.
Yeah. The OG game makes the world map look a little bigger than it actually is.
There's some trainers down here we need to deal with at some point anyway. Let's kill some people.
Wow, how does Mr. Game get so mad he boots somebody out of the game corner?
I don't get why he did it.
Oh, so there is a Lickitung the Nose cut. I don't know if it's here in the remake.
Huh, that's a bit weird. It might still be here. I'm gonna put you to sleep. Ah, it's like never been away. Yes, my Poliwag does indeed know hypnosis, and it's probably always gonna know hypnosis.
We'll teach it sleep how gunk. Whoa, that was loud.
That is a very delayed reaction to me being in the garden centre earlier today.
Ah.
Because we're at that time of year where all the houseplants are coming in. And I swear to God, I don't agree with orchids. At least I think it's the orchids.
Kind of a problem given how the main character in Pokemon is named Professor Orchid.
That's a good point. Wants to learn double slap.
Oh, yeah, I had a Togepi egg.
Yeah, well, I'll take double slap.
Okay, this Togepi is not shiny. Good.
Good.
Look, I'm paranoid because one time it was, and now I've just been freaking out about it ever since. I got so mad that day, and I was very mad and also kind of pleased. But now I'm just eternally paranoid.
See, I have shit luck. You know, it wouldn't be a shiny. Oh yes, you may notice there's something been added to the stream layout.
It's a stream incentive!
Yeah, there's a Lickitung. So the incentive is as follows. We hit 200 followers, and I'm quite confident about not having to do this. We hit 200 followers, and I'll do a 106% run of Crash Bandicoot 4.
I don't even have that many friends.
That's why I said it's 200, not 100. I was like, do I do it for 100? I'm like, no. No, we need to have something a bit
more
up there. And it's like, why do you... Nick was like, so if you don't want to do it, why are you incentivizing it? And it's like, because that's how Twitch works, Nick.
That is exactly how Twitch works, yes.
You tell people you're going to do something that's going to make them happy and you miserable, they will do it.
You forgot the part about setting an unrealistic goal.
And an unrealistic goal, which pretty much, in my case, guarantees I don't have to do it. So if it doesn't happen, I win. If it does happen, I win.
Suffer, everyone.
If you think about it, if it happens, I've got 200 followers. That's a plus. If it doesn't happen, I don't have to 106% Crash Bandicoot 4, which is also a plus. I might set a separate one for 100? I don't know.
The Thunder will be something you like.
The 100 would be something I... Here's the thing, I want the 100%, 106% Crash Bandicoot 4, because it's a game I do really enjoy. It's just, I have to, like with Crash Free, I've got to sit down and, like, really grind it. Which is fine. Because I never would have done all Platinums in Crash Free if I didn't stream it. But I'm happy I did it. One of my proudest gaming moments. Yeah, that's a nice little incentive. Also, updates in real time, not that I'm ever going to see that happen.
You say that.
I say that, yeah. At least it should update in real time. I don't know if it actually will. Oh yeah, so this is a nice little oddity that I discovered accidentally when playing this game, right? So the wall is right here, right? You know, your character stops. It's a 2-tile wide corridor.
Yeah.
Except here.
Yeah, there's like a little inlet.
Yeah, there's like two... I think it's a 2x4 area here of the wall that's missing.
I think I know why it's there. It's because it was there in the original game. Like the place where the door was, it was kind of like a more square. Like there was a 2x2 corridor, and then it kind of emptied out into like a 4x4-ish square room. Which is kind of fun to think about.
It is kind of fun to think about. Shogun coming in useful for the Magmites. Extra crispy.
Crispy bacon.
Ooh, this one's level 9. Oh yeah, if you're using an electric type in this game, you've got 3 choices. Ampharos, Electrode, and Magneton. Because Pikachu's not until the post-game.
Wait.
Because of course it is.
Wait. Is it?
It's in Viridian Forest, yeah.
Yeah, but I might be thinking of Crystal. Because I want to say Crystal added one place where you could get Pikachu earlier. Route.
I should give Shogun the chocolate.
Oh, sell it on Game Corner. I mean, that's still post-game, but it's...
That's still post-game.
But it's still, like, immediate post-game rather than beat Snorlax. So it's a start. Ah, yes. The mirror.
This is a battle of superiority. My chess piece is superior to your chess piece.
I can kill a Scyther, I can kill you.
That is very true. If Polgar can 1v1 a Cypher by setting up +6 on the previous Pokemon.
Like 1v1 with a poison powder assist.
1v1 with a +6 prior and a poison assist prior. But still 1v1.
Fight him.
You know, let's use Sibylle for a while. It is our strongest Pokemon.
It is indeed.
Ping. So I'm concerned I'm going to run into a bit of a brick wall. It happens to be cow-shaped.
Oh, boo-hoo. I'm running into a brick wall too, and mine happens to be mantis-shaped.
Yeah, yours is a praying mat. Yeah, but you've got a Carnivine.
And?
Is that working out for you? Is it any good?
Kinda, yeah.
I mean, I know you're doing this primarily because my question was, what the fuck does Carnivine even do?
Exactly.
And we're learning in the most extreme way possible, because now he has to fully exploit what Carnivine can do.
Yeah, I actually didn't believe that I could, like... Synthesis as an egg move was something unintentional, but it was helpful in the Falconer fight. It also prevented me... It avoided the problem of having to hyper grind for Falconer, which was nice.
Yes. And I just remember how the flower shop works.
You have to
beat Whitney, then go see the girl, then come back.
I forget if you have to talk to girl in the flower shop after you beat Whitney or not.
No, I won't pick up Kenya.
What, you're not picking up Kenya?
No, I'm not picking up Kenya.
Guess you're not speedrunning this game.
No, I'm not. Right. On the grounds that I fully expect them to have 2 grass types, I'm going to lead with a water and a fire type.
You know they're fight individually, right?
You know, I see 2 trainers next to each other.
Well, your ploy paid off.
How's it not dead?
Can you imagine if you ran into like... You're gonna what?
Slap it.
I didn't see it. Can you do it again? Don't do it again.
You know, it's weird. Double hit only hits twice. Double slap can hit 2 to 5 times.
The name of double slap. The name of double slap is repeated slap in Japanese.
You know, it is really fascinating to see like how moves have been translated, and how some of them don't make sense in English.
Like what? Or besides double slap, obviously.
I mean, razor leaf makes sense. You're throwing sharp leaves.
Yeah, that one's leaf cutter.
You know, bullet seed makes sense. You're firing seeds like a bullet.
That one, I think that one's just bullet seed in Japanese.
Then you've got 10,000 volts, which is, you know, Thunderbolt.
Thunderbolt, 100,000 volts.
Thunder's a weird one because thunder's a sound.
This has always been a thing in, you know, everywhere.
Yeah.
Where it's thunder and lightning are usually used interchangeably, even though that's not what they mean.
Even though that's not a thing, yeah.
It's not just Japanese. Like English does it. I'm sure other languages do it.
Lots of languages do it. I can put money on that. You know what? I can kind of blame Bohemian Rhapsody for that.
Yeah.
Because that song literally says thunderbolts and lightning, and I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, I'm gonna look up the actual...
Do I have to blame Brian May for a misconception in the English language? Because he's the only one left alive. So I would have to blame Brian May. I know Freddie Mercury wrote it, but I can't blame him, he's dead.
I like with Thunderbolt. Thunder is sound, but we still call it that.
We still call it a Thunderbolt, yeah, it's like... What would a Thunderbolt be? Actually, you know, I'm not even going to think about that.
Please don't.
That enters weird physical questions I don't really want to answer.
Oh boy, physics.
Yeah, I'm not qualified to talk about physics.
Neither am I.
I'm barely qualified to talk about any factual science. Factual in air quotes. For all we know, it could be turned on its head tomorrow because someone found out that 2 plus 2 is not in fact 4.
Yeah, well, the clear mathematicians could shut up.
Yeah. Even though there's that poor bastard in, I think, the 1900s who proved definitively that 1 plus 1 is 2.
Yeah.
Which, you know, is actually kind of an important thing. That's like the basis of our society. Yeah, if it somehow transpired that 1 plus 1 wasn't 2, like all the engineering would collapse, the economy would collapse, it's like... How do I make £2 now? Do I need £4 coins? How do I measure 2 inches?
It isn't that important once you realize, like, well, yeah, it is 2. It's by definition 2, you idiot.
Yeah. It's all arbitrary anyway.
Yeah, unlike
It's just
time.
our way of contextualizing distance. Or time.
Unlike... Time is not arbitrary.
The way we measure it is.
The way it's measured, sure, fine. But, like, time itself is not actually arbitrary.
No, it's not, but the fact that we have defined it as a second is a second, and an hour is an hour. And the fact that we decided to change the clocks around.
I know. Because...
And you know what? I looked it up today. Do you know why we do that? You're gonna laugh. I can tell you exactly why we do that here in the UK.
It has nothing to do with the sunrise, right?
Kind of.
Because I remember hearing one explanation that it keeps the sunrise in roughly the same point, but I have a feeling that's, like, actually just convenience made after the fact.
So one of the key reasons for doing it is actually health and safety.
Okay.
So the logic was that if you take the time back, well, forward an hour for the summer, you would basically have more time in the evening with daylight.
Yeah.
Which, apparently, there were studies into this and everything, prevented crashes on the road. Because people weren't driving in the dark.
That's one of the justifications people give. That doesn't mean it's a good idea.
No. That was also why we change it back in the winter, so that people aren't driving at like 10 o'clock in the morning in the dark. It is genuinely a health and safety thing. To which I say, we have headlights. Yeah, I'll drop bullet seed, fuck it.
That was a short-lived move.
Yeah. I imagine it would have use at some point, but... You know, I'm a simple man. I see reflect on a bay leaf, I'm gonna have it.
I don't actually remember what my final moveset for Bayleaf was.
I can hazard a guess at what mine's gonna be. It's gonna involve Giga Drain.
It was Reflect, Light Screen, Body Slam, Pedal Dancing, Giga Drain, but one of those moves was missing. I don't remember which one it was. Actually, was it? No, I wouldn't have had Giga Drain because its PP is too low in this game. Or did I?
And its power's shit in this game.
I don't remember. Its power is fine. 60 isn't bad.
Ooh, I just acquired a Stalker.
Yeah, Gen 4 is like the first game where Giga Drain's feasible because its PP is 10 instead of 5.
I mean, it's still not good.
It's not good, but like, it's better. It is, like, usable.
Jesus.
Yeah, that came, that guy...
That came out of nowhere.
Yeah. this guy came here ready to fight.
Just casually walking along, level 11 Magmar. My brain in Gen 1. Okay, understandable. My brain in Gen 2. Huh? Also learn Rain Dance. You know what, that does kind of benefit the entire team, except for...
Slugma.
Slugma. Why is it level 16?
Brutal.
Go, my mini Kyogre! And ladies and gentlemen, that is why rain matters. It's also why rain teams are fucking disgusting.
It's funny because in Gen 8, rain is the weakest it's ever been.
It's also funny because in Gen 8, hail's the best it's ever been.
Yep.
It's like if in Gen 9, hail gets another buff, then it will probably overtake rain. The best is still sand, because
Sand is still the best, yeah.
it just has that many buffs. It deals damage, it buffs rock type special defense.
Fences.
The only thing hail buffs now is with Aurora Veil, but there's now a Pokemon that does that by default, and it also happens to be called Lapras. So, you know.
The thickest ice type of all. Mostly.
I mean, Cloyster's got
It's
higher
up-
defense, but Lapras has high HP.
Cloyster doesn't have... No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it does.
Have you seen its base special defense?
No, but I mean physical defense.
Yeah, but who cares? That's not what bulk is.
No special defense.
Do you want to know what Cloyster's special defense is?
It's probably like 50.
It's less than 50.
Jesus. $30?
Higher.
40?
A little higher.
45?
It's 45, yeah.
Eh.
Still not a lot. So you couldn't really make an argument for Cloyster is bulky, especially given its HP is not actually that high either.
I mean, I can see a, Cloyster still exists as a sweeper, which is a thing that Gen 5 gave us. God knows why.
Less Gen 5.
Gen 5 made so many things scary for no reason.
And then it made Shuckle even less scary than it already is.
It's like, let's give Cloyster Skill Link when it has Rock Blast and Icicle Spear. And let's give it Shell Smash.
You know when they gave things Skill Link, they also gave it a lot of multi-moves to go with it? You know when they gave Heracross Skill Link as a Mega, they also just gave it, like, Rock Blast and Bullet Seed at the same time. And Arm Thrust. They just gave it all of that. Didn't have any of those things before.
It's a bit like Mega Blastoise.
Yeah, Blastoise was the same thing.
It's like, you now learn Aura Sphere. Okay.
And Dark Pulse and Dragon Pulse.
It's like, you now learn all these moves. Enjoy killing things.
I don't remember if it gets Heal Pulse, but I don't think it does.
I don't think so, but Mega Launcher Heal Pulse. Ooh.
I think Clowitzer gets Heal Pulse.
Ah, yes, good old Artemis. Now I'm terrified one of these Nidorans gonna have a fucking green ear. That makes me so nervous.
Wait, are you trying to catch one of these?
No.
No. Okay.
This is where I found my shiny Nidoran once.
Apparently, a friend of mine had recounted a story about a shiny Electrike. He had found it below. It was in his very first playthrough of Ruby, I think. He found a shiny Electrike below Cycling Road, like one of the very early patches of grass before Cycling Road. And then several years later, when he was playing through the game again, he found a shiny Electrike in the exact same spot.
That's a bit ominous.
True, but it's hilarious.
In fact, that's very ominous. I don't know how I feel about that. Oh, the bulk on Polgar now. Remind me what Macargo's defensive stats look like. I know its HP shit.
I actually don't know.
Imagine its physical defense being a rock type is probably quite high.
I know its physical defense is pretty high. Let me see. Its stats are... Oh, those are some weird-ass stats. Alright, its stats are 50, 50, 120, 80, 80, 30.
So shit at HP, shit attack, really high defense, meh special attack and special defense, and shit speed.
Average, yeah. Yep.
So this thing is going to be a physically defensive...
something.
Special attacker, maybe.
Maybe.
It's going to have the exact same role as my Slowking. Only a fire type.
There's just one thing you need to know about Slowking. It's way, way thicker.
Yes.
Speaking of which, a friend of mine had finished playing Pokemon Blue recently, and his experience coming away with it was, wow, Slowbro's kind of busted.
Did it have amnesia?
Like, yeah. Well, why wouldn't it?
I mean, yes, it's fucking Calm Mind in Gen 1. Twice.
Yeah, and I'm like, yeah, that's why Slowbro's the best thing in Gen 1.
Tauros.
It's not uncontested best, but it's like...
No, because Gen 1's... Gen 1's meta,
It's
if
kinda
you're not
wild.
in Ubers where Mewtwo and Mew exist, is a very select group of Pokemon. And they
Kind of
are
all over the place.
towered over by Tauros. Well, Tauros, Snorlax, Zapdos, Chansey, Executor.
I seriously think Executor was good once.
Because it was a Psychic type. That was literally it.
Psychic type with really high special attack. Special attack was like 125 or something.
What else
Hold
was
on.
good in Gen 1? Rhydon and Golem. Starmie. Persian.
Persian was, I remember Persian being like super busted because it
Dug Trio.
Because it crits on literally everything.
Ah, the national park.
Yeah, and I walked into this place for the first time. I felt like game had broken because, like, what the hell is with this piano?
It is nice. Need rock climb. Suit of Bell. Should I acquire a Pokemon that benefits from that? Dig? I wonder who that's going on.
Diglett. Wait.
Am I going to need a ground type move anytime soon? Probably not.
No. I was about to say yeah for Morion, and I realized in Gen 4 he can float.
Yeah, in Gen 4 he
I was like, oh, right, oops.
there it is. There was something here. You're not getting it past me, motherfuckers. I mean, we could have done the bug catching contest if this was tomorrow.
Today is Monday.
Monday.
That is right.
Potentially walk away with a fucking Pinsir or a Cypher.
Good luck with that.
Or, more realistically,
A level
Butterfree.
18 cavity.
oh, you're getting fucking one shot. Dead.
Oh, he one-shot love.
Don't we need a ground type move because Sibylle kind of handles electric types on her own. Case in point. Your knowledge is impressive. Thank you. I try not to let it show.
5 head.
But I am indeed galaxy-brained. Let me sit home powered by darling makes me knowledge. Why didn't I call Slow King knowledge? With his new Lamborghini.
I don't know.
See, I went too clever. I should have gone for classic meme.
Well,
Call him Lamborghini. No. He's not fast enough.
is there he is.
There he is.
It's like, who the hell said that? Yeah. Well, you do have the advantage of being in the same city as the Name Raider, so yeah.
Yeah, no. Yes. No.
Yes.
Also, Cappy, whatever you do, despite what the little sub count up there tells you, do not enact upon it.
What? What's that even mean?
The little follow count above the video feed means nothing.
Yeah.
Don't act upon it. I set it that high for a reason.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about like something specific and something else. Like, no, never mind. It's really
Swear to God,
just that-
if I fucking hit that, I'm gonna be sad. If it happens this year, I'm gonna be even more surprised. Oh yeah, level 10 canopy. That's nice. You're not butterscotch coloured. The canopy outbeat me.
Yeah, it does.
I'm gonna say that's
You know what? Hold up, let me actually check something.
Funk.
I
Here's the
gotta
thing.
build like one part.
You'd have to find 119 people.
You know what? You know what? Slowpoke Space Speed stat is, right?
Like 15.
Yep, it's 15. I couldn't remember if it was 5 or 15, so I went to go look it up.
It's not 5. I think that's reserved for like Munchlax and Shuckle.
It's just Munchlax and Shuckle, yes.
And then you get 13 for Stack Attacker.
Yeah. Wait, 13?
Or was it 17?
I thought it was 17, but I could be wrong.
I know it's one of those. It's less than 20.
It's 13. Never mind.
It's a prime number below 20. That's all I know.
I should have known it was 13 because 17 feels a bit too high. That's the price I've said.
We live in a world where anything with a base speed less than 70 is considered Trick Room only. 70 to 90 is considered that weird spot, and 100 and above is considered good. And you just said 17 is too high for a Pokemon. So what does Slowpoke actually outspeed? Apart from Stack Attacker, Shuckle, and Munchlax.
17 a bit too high. As a Trick Room main myself, I can't believe I said that. After I stop giggling, I'll look it up. Alright, so the things that are slower than Slowpoke are as follows. Shuckle, Munchlax, Pukumuku, Trapinch, Bouncefly, Ferroseed, Gossifleur, and Stakataka.
Gossifleur?
Yeah, Gossifleur's base speed is 10 for some reason.
Okay, that confirms it. Gossifleur is intended to be a Gen 7 Pokemon. Gen 7 introduced like 2 things with speed higher than 50.
So did Gen 2.
Good point. Crobat and Sizzle.
It's like just like
Oh no, Jump left.
Yeah, like Crobat and Jumpluff are like the fastest things in Gen 2, and then you jump down to Tyranitar.
Yeah, like Murkrow's not that fast, Mischievous not that fast, Skarmory's not that fast, despite.
You just say Mischievous isn't that fast?
Well, it's not as fast as you think it is.
Isn't it like 70? It's 85! It's faster than I thought it was! Oh god!
That's probably why Morty doesn't have one. Instead, he has a Gengar.
Oh yeah, this Heracross. He's from Gen 2. Whoops. I did that thing where I thought he's from Gen 3.
So, here's a
what?
depressing thought, right? You think about Gen 2 introduced 100 new Pokemon, right? The Flying-type gym uses all Gen 1 Pokemon. The Bug-type gym uses all Gen 1 Pokemon. Because Scizor probably would have been...
There are some twins that use Spinarak and Lady Ball.
I mean the gym leaders.
I guess.
Whitney has the first Gen 2 thing.
And her minions have Snubble.
And the minions have Snubble. Morty has... No one in there uses a Mischievous.
Look. Ghost types, back then, how many were there? 2?
A total of 4.
Yep. Same thing with Dragon. Exactly 4.
Yeah, but at least gave Claire a Kingdra.
Yep. It's the sexiest thing I've ever done.
Chuck doesn't have a Hitmontop.
Bruno does.
Jasmine only has one Gen 2 thing.
To be fair, there aren't a lot of steel types back then.
Skarmory?
I forgot about that. Skarmory doesn't actually show up very much. Because to my knowledge, no trainer has it. Which is weird to think about.
Oh, you have to...
Hmm?
Talk to Mother.
There's also,
Yep.
Gligar doesn't show up very much.
A block plug in my drawers. Right, that's nice. I mean, I don't know what I expect from you, to be honest.
Ugh. 8? Forward a bit.
To answer your question, no, I don't. I have a feeling you used it in Sarah's room. Yeah. Fuck's sake.
Seen one?
Yeah, and I gave it to Sarah for stuff.
No, I mean I've seen one like
Are you sure it's recently and not 6 years ago?
definitely recently while I was far out and about with that food.
Nope, no idea. Yeah, give me a minute. Oh, fucking hell, hang on.
Yes, wait, Bugcatcher, wait. I know you have berries for me, but I'm kind of preoccupied at the moment.
Oh, good.
Not delusional.
So I did just need to break half my stuff then. Okay, destruction of my room aside, for something she had downstairs in the first place. Ugh, fucking typical. Because, you know, it's my mother.
Oh, so I have to use focus energy. Uh-oh.
I'm getting thunderbolted by a Raichu. I don't know how you feel.
I'm gonna feel very painful in about 10 seconds. Leer, uh-oh. Not again.
Oh no, it's happening again. Where did I put my stylus?
Leer again, oh god, stop! Please! I'm missing!
I can't put fucking anything down in this place.
Oh no. Oh no. And there's U-turn. How much does it do? And why is it like my entire health bar? It is in fact my entire health bar.
You're in a bug-type gym with a Carnivine. I don't know what you expected.
I expected absolutely nothing other than that which I already received.
Well, the net positive is that Sunko is literally the worst Pokemon ever before Wishy-Washy came along.
Even though Wishy-Washy's better?
Wishy-Washy has a form that's better.
That's why it's better. I mean, Suncurrent also has a form that's better.
Yeah, it's called fucking Give It a Sunstone. And then it becomes kind of okay. If it has solar power. And a life form. In Sun. And you're just spamming Solar Beam.
Speaking of Sunflower, I've got a funny story for you.
Uh-oh.
So, you know you know how I told you the Sunflower Week joke was made by like a couple friends of mine,
Yes?
where like one of them just like got completely swept by a Sunflower once. Well, two people who are in on it. One of them sent a packet to the other guy via the postal service, and he saw and he wrote the addressee as his friend's first name, Sunflower Week, and his last name. So like his middle name is just Sunflower Week now. It's great.
I like that. I can take on a Kadabra. Potentially.
It went for quick attack?
He's toying with you.
You lead your bug to use one super potion. Oh god. I forgot
Okay,
that was
you're
a
dead.
thing. I am dead.
What level are you?
U-turn. 21.
You might need to be 30.
Or at least 25. This blows. This is awful.
Me. You could use Carnivine. Him. That's not a bad idea. I don't even know what Carnivine does. Us. When he starts. There's a flying gym followed by a bug gym.
I knew this would be bad, I just didn't know by how bad.
Here's the thing, once you get past Bugsy, your next real problem is the Ice-type gym, and if you outspeed, you've won.
Yeah.
Oh, Steel-type gym might be an issue.
The steel type gym will be an issue. The ice type won't because his entire team is weak to grass.
Dragon might be
Dragon might be a problem.
And then in the Elite Four, I mean, Koga's gonna fuck you.
Koga will fuck me. Karen will fuck me.
Lance will probably fuck you because he's a flying type specialist.
Lance will fuck me. In other words, the 3 people that usually fuck runs.
I mean, does Will have a Jinx?
Yes.
That might be an issue.
Oh,
And his
please.
Zaytu as well.
Well, like, I've got, like, Bite. And I'll probably have Crunch by then. He just straight up toyed with me. He used, like, Leer, Focus Energy, Quick Attack.
Oh, shit. Alright. Oh, Shogun's dead.
Bugsy ended my life twice.
Oh, fucking Tangler.
Let's play the Poking Flute.
You know, for a moment I went to do that. Oh god.
I have access to growth, but my entire move kit is physical.
It's setting up. Oh my god. I'm about to get swept by a fucking Tangler. Oh my god.
It's growing steadily larger, and then it uses Constrict.
Yeah, it grows steadily larger and then it becomes a Tangrowth.
So it grows Sleep Powder, it's gonna be Constrict or Bind, and, I don't know, Vine Whip?
Maybe Headbutt? I don't know what it's doing, but it's gonna be good. Just in case. Oh, fuck off. You've hit 3 Sleep Powders, I've hit 1 Poison Powder.
It only takes 1.
Yeah, he's on a timer now. Right, he's gotta be a +6, right?
Maybe. I haven't actually been counting.
Oh my god. +6 absorb.
My God. Everything about this is way funnier than I ever thought it would be.
This is like me 1v1 in a Cypher.
That's what I have to do. Shut up. I guess I'll go pick up Bugcatcher Wade's berries. And then walk all the way back to New Barktown while I'm at it, because... Seriously, what else am I gonna do?
Oh my god. Just die. Oh, sweet merciful god. It's healing off the damage it takes from poison. Ooh, no it's not. Yeah, go Adoraball!
I did this all by myself.
Fuck you. You're a fucking Tangler.
Oh, School Kid Alan? Yeah, he just comes at you and like he has a 1.
That was not fun.
Did you fight Bugcatcher Arnie yet? Yes.
My team got massacred.
He like just stands there limping his way back to the Pokemon Center. What? Excuse me?
That wasn't fun. I wish not to repeat it.
That'll be me. Soon. Wow, if you ever need to level grind in Johto, this game kind of blows. Or at least the remakes do. The originals, it's a little easier. Because everything is just faster.
My team got massacred. Well, there's nothing else I can do now except go to my death.
Just go play Buenos Password Forehead.
I'm gonna beat up every woman in this gym. You heard me.
I heard you.
Oh, thank God, the teams are still shit.
Yep.
You know, it's kind of funny. You go into the gym, and the gym leader's like 10 levels higher than everybody else in there. They really... It's like... Most gyms, they try and give you like a good idea of what you're going to be fighting. Except the gym leader usually has a signature Pokemon that no one else has.
And then Falconer is just like a slightly larger bird keeper.
Yeah, and Fountain's just a slightly larger bird keeper. And then Bugsy's like, oh, I look like the level 9 Spinnerack, like the level 10 Butterfree and Beedrill. And then he pulls out level 17 fucking Cypher. And then you come here, look at the like level 10 Sentret, level 15 Meowth, level 21 Miltank.
some Snubbles, like a fairy or two, and then this Miltank just like walks in like it owns the place, which it technically does.
It technically does. You know, here we're like fighting like low teens, you know, mid-teens normal types, you know, getting an idea of what a normal type does. And then all of a sudden there's a level 21 Miltank with a Lumberry, with Rollout, and a healing move. Fuck you, can it goes.
And Scrappy! Woo!
You think you're coming in here with that Ghastly, you know you ain't.
Yeah, I know, that's what I thought. That's what I told you I planned, right? On my very first run of this game.
I think that happened to everybody. And then you try and put it to sleep or paralyze it, and it's having none of that either.
Oh god! Nothing works!
I haven't got a strategy for this, by the way. Except for set up, reflect, and pray.
I mean, that's not a bad idea.
Level 19 Polgar. Unless someone wants to suddenly learn fucking Guillotine or some shit.
Yeah, you're not higher level.
It can be arranged.
So can Metronome. Kappa.
Kappa Wooloo. Give it your best shot or I'll take you down. Where? Look at that, a Meowth level 16. Fairly standard. You don't see Meowth much.
Yeah, you don't. You see them on beauties and that's about it.
Now I think about it, like before Gen 7, this was the last game Meowth was in. It's in Gen 1 and 2 and that's it. And then Gen 7 happened. And then Gen 8 happened.
Too? I want to say it was in black and white too.
Is Persian in black and white too? Might be.
I don't remember. I'm going to look.
I know Glameow isn't.
Glameow is. Via a unusual technicality.
Glameow has been waiting 15 years to be in a regional Pokédex again.
Oh, you can. Oh, you can get a Meowth, but it's from Yancey.
Ah, okay.
So like, it's in the game, but not really.
So Meowth's one of those Pokemon that kind of faded from the light and then got a regional form and brought it back up. And then it got another
Twice.
regional form. And a new evolution. And a Gigantamax form. What the fuck is the obsession with Meowth all of a sudden?
You know what I like? I like that Berserker has a shit-eating grin.
Oh, he knows he's gonna fuck you up. He is there specifically to fuck up your day.
I tried it though. It's either very difficult or I was doing it wrong because it didn't work very well.
You're like cute Pokemon better than strong Pokemon. I'm kind of the same, not gonna lie. And the two things very rarely cross over. That being said,
And
sometimes they do. Rabombi,
Like
for example.
Heracross. Or Heracross.
Or
I like
Volcarona.
when you like that. Or Volcarona, yeah.
Or Lapras.
Or...
Roserade.
I call Roserade beautiful rather than cute. It's a bit of a hair split, but
What else? Reuniclus?
oh god, there's a recent one. I'm trying to remember what it is.
Like Gen 8 recent?
Either it started in Gen 8 or it's been common in VGC in Gen 8. My brain is blanking on it right now.
Ice Cube?
No.
Poltergeist?
No. Oh. I don't. That's Gen 7 and no. You wanna play the ultimate mind games? Just make a Dynamax Pikachu. Don't actually do this. It's a terrible idea.
I've seen a
do that,
Dynamax
you're bad.
Pikachu use Max Fist. I was very disappointed it didn't physically fly up and then come down with its own fist.
Ah yes, I cast Fist.
Summons Yang.
What ho, Muscle Wizard? Could you cast a spell for us?
For a moment I thought you were going to say Lally Ho, and I'm like, wait, no.
Dial it back.
we're not in the underworld yet. We're here to get City's hammer and fight Brachiorydos, that's it.
And then we are gone forever. Until
No,
we
you have
fight
to go there
Brachiorydos.
for the ultimate armor, don't you?
I don't remember. I don't remember the armor very much.
The one you trade the pink tail for.
That's in the moon. And Brachiorydos isn't on the moon.
No, but you get the pink tail on the moon, then you have to go back to the dwarves.
But Brachiorydos isn't there either. Brachiorydos is in the Lunar Ruins.
What the fuck am I thinking of?
I don't know, actually.
I know there's a dungeon
really-
down there and it had something in it.
In the Underworld?
Yeah. Apart from the base of the Tower of Babel.
I'm not. Yeah, I know. I didn't think you were thinking of that. I don't remember what it is. Oh,
So you find
I
Marlborough,
want
I
to say.
think.
Yeah, you find Malboro's down, but I want to say that's where you get Leviathan. I think. been a very long time since I played Final Fantasy IV, so,
Cappy!
Happy! Not like he's played Final Fantasy IV. But not recently, anyway.
when I get to a Final Fantasy game, 4's the one I'm doing.
That's fine.
Baby's first RPG. Complete with genocide.
Yep. It's not the one I know the most about.
Is that the one involving
That
Exeter?
one's... Yes. The one I know the most about is 5. Five is a very stupid but a very fun game.
I mean, you say that. 6 has Dirt Durgan.
I never got that. How should I know? And also, were you really planning on playing SNES 1.0?
Oh god, no. Because if I use fucking Sketch, I'm dead.
Yeah, a friend of mine actually has Final Fantasy VI physical on SNES, and I asked him what version of the cartridge he had, and he said, I don't know, and I don't plan to find out.
You get Realm, and you never use Realm.
Yeah, I don't think... Yeah, he just never used Realm because the risk is too great.
I mean, Sets is better anyway.
That's true. Says it's way
Because he
better.
has that fucking Kappa combo that's just unkillable.
I think he got buffed in the GBA version as well.
So what are we gonna do with Setzer? We're gonna make him a permanent imp, and he's just gonna keep rolling that dice. And he's gonna keep getting death. That's all he's gonna do.
Yeah, Setzer Death is like... ignores immunities, I think. It's like how level 5 death works.
So all you need to do is give him the imp armor, make him an imp. So he's basically immortal at that point, and he just keeps going for Setzer death. That's all he does. That's all he needs to do. It's like this
Wait, he gave me
RPG, this RPG team lineup doesn't have 3 people and the 4th one fits in. It has 1 person and the 3 fit around it.
That sounds like Final Fantasy VI, alright.
The other 3 party members are filler. Once you get the blackjack, it sets as a grand adventure. I feel like Disable may be very useful.
Slowpoke.
I feel like Disable may be my way out.
That's possible.
Because if I can turn Milk Drink or Roll Out off.
You do have to gamble because you're going second.
Yes. But
So whatever move gets disabled, that's it.
I should go see the clerk and pick up all this shit. I got you this Lucario doll. What?
No.
Not yet.
No.
But I'm gonna be doing that in this game too.
Oh god. Actually,
Unfortunately, I can't be thankful for the DNS exploit in this one.
What?
Can't be thankful for the DNS exploit.
Oh, thankful.
Kabaya berries.
Oh yes, for that poison move that you're going to be hit by for super effective
Pasho
damage.
berries. That might be useful.
That's water.
Payapa berries.
That is psychic.
That one's not gonna get much use. Yachi berries. Ice.
Ice.
I can see that.
Which I found a wild Starly for some reason.
A repel. I just downgraded quickly.
Whee! Straight into the abyss.
Here's all these type reduction berries. Neat. Here's a repel. Huh?
Excuse me?
I just had a thought. Yes, I'm trying to put this off. I need the coin case. Problem is, I gotta remember where to get it. Is it you? Where the fuck do I get the coin case? It is down here, right? He's being suspiciously quiet.
That is concerning.
I forget where you get the coin case in this game. Is it in the underground?
Why did you play my coin game?
Oh.
Here's a coin case.
Never mind.
We exchange your coin surprises.
Abra Ekans and a fucking Dratini.
Wow.
Yeah, for like 2k?
Yes, I have used a Dratini before. TM, Substitute
Yeah.
Sword Stance, Rest, Flamethrower, Ice Beam, and Thunderbolt. And held items, Silk Scarf, Wide Lens, Zoom Lens, Metronome.
Important question though. Did you get the Trini from here?
Yes.
Wow. Wasn't expecting that.
Alright, so we need to go to, Big View here.
What? Oh,
Throttle
on
flip.
stem.
So it's basically like Picross. So I can see there's 7 coins there and no Voltorb, so I can just do that. There's 7 coins here and no Voltorbs.
The object is to flip over every 2 and 3 in the map. You do not have to flip
Yes.
over the ones.
That was a risk, but it worked.
What? That was very dumb of you. You should not have done that.
Correct.
You didn't even need to do that. That row's dead.
5 and 2.
The third and fourth columns are dead. The top row is dead.
Ooh.
Alright, so that means it's in the left column on... Oh, we know where the bombs are. Because of your stupid move, we know there's one on the bottom left, too. A bomb on the bottom left, I mean. So then just flip over the 2 square... Yeah.
This is stupid fun. It doesn't work exactly like Picross because everything's not in a line.
It works more like Minesweeper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
7 and 0.
Ooh.
Right.
Yeah, first tip is if the points and the Voltorb add up to 5, that row or column is dead, because it can only be 1s or bombs.
Yes.
After that, it's a bit more probabilistic.
So...
I like to put notes like bomb 1, just so I know how to avoid those rows.
So there's a high
It's like
Well, welcome to the Voltorb flip stream, by the way.
yeah, the right column is dead, the bottom row is dead, the middle row is dead. I'd put bomb 1. Because sometimes I'll use, if I know there are bombs there, I'll use that as information for other rows. I'm not sure what you're doing.
Oh my.
Like, I put a bomb and a 1.
The downside is sometimes you do have to gamble.
The second column is dead.
This one?
Yeah. Because you already flipped over a 3.
No, that's true.
So the rest of the row is 2 points, 2 bombs. So you can just ignore every square in it. Then the bottom row is dead. The middle row is dead. The right column is dead. Most of the points are going to be in that second row, but the second row is also the most dangerous.
Yes.
It's either 3-3-2 or 3-3-1. 6-1 is such a weird row because anything could be in it.
Wah, wah.
That was a crappy layout, honestly.
I mean, I just had to guess on that one.
Yeah, that was just straight. That was just a straight guess.
Looks like an entire dead column.
Okay.
I see. The 2 left columns are dead. So is the bottom row. Oh, the middle row is also dead because of the 3. So it's 3, 4, 5, 6 and a bomb. Sorry, middle row. I'd flip over something in the middle column because while most of the points are in the that'll tell you to flip over the square that is in the top right. I did that because the middle row is the middle row is technically less dangerous.
Yeah, there's only one bomb instead of 2.
Game level 3.
There's a higher chance to be a 1, even though in this case that wasn't the case.
Okay, that's the only safe row.
Yeah. Middle row is dead. Sorry, middle column is dead. Second column is dead. Is that... No. Sorry. Did I say second column? I meant second row. Is that 7-2 up on the top, or is that
7-2 on the top.
That's 7-2. Okay, that's what I thought.
That's 4-2. So that's not dead.
I feel like the best square to go like the one that has the highest odds of having points is either the top left, the top right, or the one directly below the 3. Wait, let me do some math. 3, 4. Okay, so then the rightmost column is dead now, which is good. I feel like top left is a good idea. Alright, so that kills off the top row. Kills off the left column. I would go for one.
I mean,
of the squares
it's
on
the upper row left that's left, so I think...
I'd go for the upper one because it has less bombs and therefore safer. So that means you want to go in the bottom left one that isn't noted.
Ooh. 162.
Yeah, because, like... Once again, 2 bombs. Even though the 6-1 had a higher chance of it having the a 1.
Level 4. Ooh, an entire...
This row's dead, but I'll flip it anyway.
Yeah, it's still smart to flip. It's still smart to do that because if you fail, the level you fall back to is the number of face-up cards you have.
That one's dead. Right.
Wait, did I say 6-3?
Yep.
Which one?
Oh, that's crazy.
Also very dangerous.
All right.
That's
Yeah,
two
that means
threes.
there are only... It's 2 threes and 3 bombs, so this can be useful when combined with other rows because there aren't a lot of rows you can actually find threes on. Unfortunately, all the other columns could potentially have a 3 in it, so it's not as safe.
Right, so just got a 3 and a 1 here. That takes me up to 4. And there's 1 bomb. So that leaves 2 2s.
Or a 3 and a 1.
Or a 3 and a 1. So the odds are the 3 is the second row, 4th column.
Yeah, that's high. All right, so then this column is dead.
So
I would
this
want-
bottom row.
I'd want to do middle column, either middle row or bottom row. Okay, so now the bottom row is dead. The middle column is also dead.
So I'm
is a
gonna
50
go.
It's a 50-50 shot, but
Yeah.
Wah, wah.
I would have picked one in the middle row anyway because lower chance of being a bomb.
God damn it.
Wait, isn't there an 8-0?
There is an 8-0 column.
That's really helpful. Okay, so the bottom row is dead.
He's dead.
The leftmost column is helpful because it's a bunch of bombs and 1 2. I'm not saying like start.
The
I'm
problem
not saying
is
pick-
every
I don't
row
say
has
pick a
2
square.
bombs.
Yeah, don't pick a square out of this one. That one gradually becomes safer as you learn more information about it.
That column
What's
will blow
the
up in your face.
What's the top one?
5 and 2.
5 and
5-2.
That's
Ooh.
dead now, isn't it?
No.
No, it's not. There's a 2 in there.
2-2-1. The middle row has the highest chance of having points because it is 3-3-2. Wait. So that means you want to pick the middle row and either the second or the 4th column if you want the 3. That is a 2. That means automatically that the middle row, second column, has to be a 3. Which means that row is bombs.
Yeah, that's guaranteed bombs there.
The one on the bottom left is a bomb as well. Well, that information might be helpful later.
What, this one?
Yes, that is a bomb. That information will probably be useful later. After this... it's a bunch of 2s and 1s. This is this is gonna be a crapshoot.
Looking like it.
I mean...
The middle row is dead. Or, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, the middle column is dead. So you know you
It
won't
is.
find it in there. Because it's 3-2. So you know you won't find it in there. And after that, as long as it's not the leftmost column, I'd say go with your gut. Because they're all equally likely and all equally terrible.
Oh.
It was on the top, okay. Yeah, like, flipping over that 2 and the 8-2 is really good. Anything here?
There's an 8-2, but nothing is actively dead at the moment.
The only thing that is dead is the second row and the last row.
Yeah, because they add up to 5.
Mm-hmm. the row and column with 8 in it has the chance of being the most lucrative, but I would go for the column because there's only one bomb in it. I do the intersection of the 8 one and the 7 one. Ooh. Okay. Okay. So that means that column is dead now. That's a 1. Okay. So it's a 2 and a 1 in that column, or in that row. Okay, now it's dead now. As is the rightmost column because it's 3-3. Wait. Hold on.
I'm holding.
I'm trying to figure out where the 3 is in the top row.
I think it's next to the 3.
It is either
No,
next
it
to
might
the
be
3.
top left.
It is top left or next to the 3. It is not the other one. Oh. That means the leftmost column is dead now. But that still means there's a 2 and a bomb in the top row, and I wouldn't. It is a 50-50 shot, but I would pick one in the 4th row. Because... Oh my god. Alright, so that means it is the top left. Yes, that's what, like, Voltor Flip level 5 and later tends to be like.
Yeah, you can get close, but then you just have to guess.
Yeah.
Level 5. Ooh, there's a no bomb column.
A 0 and a 9.
9-0? I'm sorry, I'm looking.
Yeah.
Oh, there's another helpful column for you. Wait, why'd you do that?
Why? That entire column was bombs.
That's a 0-5.
Ah.
I was about to tell you that was the most helpful column you could get because you could just, like, X that all out.
There's another 9-0.
Which gives you, like, 2 free rows.
Well, you've confirmed yellow column's now totally dead.
Oh.
All bombs.
This is good.
Yellow
yeah.
column.
Yeah, no, that's all bombs. Which means that the middle row, you can flip over everything else.
Ooh.
Stop that. And let's see what else.
It's kind of annoying that it does that.
It does. It'll do that.
They're all bombs.
Okay. That's helpful. Yeah. Right column is dead. Second row is dead.
Right, so now it's just a crapshoot again.
Yep.
It is a crapshoot, but the odds are a little better. Wait. Never mind, you got it. That means... Wait. The one... Flip over the one to its immediate right.
Ooh.
And then... on the... 4th row leftmost square. Yeah, the thing would be troublesome is if you flipped over a 3, then it would be hard. If you flipped over a 2, then there's multiple 2s.
Yeah, okay, there is nothing helpful here.
Yeah, this is one of those ones where...
I just have to pick a square to start.
And ideally in one of the rows or columns that has only one bomb in it.
So I'm going where they intersect.
Yeah, I've done where they go intersect and like, that's the bomb. Sucker. Oh, that's a 2.
That's a 2. Which means there's 3 more 2s in there.
Not on the bottom, not necessarily. There could be a 3. There could be 3, 2,
1.
2-1, I believe.
God damn it.
Oh well.
We're at the point where we just have to guess.
Yeah.
Drop to level 2. Great.
It just how it be.
It is.
Todd.
Oh, he's got to send me Skyrim, shit.
No. No. In the original, I think that was the guy that told you about the Goldenrod department store sales.
He wants to upsell me Skyrim again. And now it's on Game Pass. I buy Skyrim every month. I don't actually have Game Pass.
That's because you don't have an Xbox.
It's on PC.
Yeah,
But you don't have an Xbox.
there is a Game Pass for PC.
But you don't have an Xbox. Why would you ever get Game Pass on PC?
You're a Halo addict.
I mean, I'd probably do it for Halo.
You gotta sift through your like 10,000 games in backlog.
I'd do it for Halo 2 multiplayer, I'm just saying.
That is fair. Halo 2 multiplayer is very good. So is Halo 3, but I don't think it's on there.
It is.
Oh, sick.
It's the Master Chief Collection, so it's 1, 2, 3 in Reach. An ODST.
Ooh. Not bad at all.
Mate, can you imagine if that came to the Switch? Fucking hell.
That'd be like 5 head.
Alright, time to get beaten up by a Miltank.
Whitney sent out Clefairy.
Just watches the Clefairy, the one that actually kills you.
Mention a Bolt Strike. No, let's not again.
Mimic.
Oh, fuck off! That's it, I'm poisoning this little fucker.
It has acquired Reflect.
Yeah.
Gross.
Then there's Reflect.
I just got fucking had. Don't get light screen. I need to do enough damage for it to die. Although, if she wastes her healing items on this...
Wouldn't that be nice? I don't think you will.
There it is. What
kidding.
super potion?
I mean, if she wants to keep doing that...
I'm so used to like newer games that I keep thinking that Super Heroes feels 60. I'm like, wait, hold on.
Oh my god.
That could be a problem.
That is a problem. This is not fucking Stealth Rock.
Spikes is the same amount of damage. Actually, no, wait. I actually forgot what Spike starts at.
I think it's 1/16.
It might be, and I'm misremembering.
Because I know Stealth Rock is dependent on type matchups.
Miltank's Lumberry cured this poison.
Yeah, they gave it a Lumberry.
Oh no, it does start at 1/8.
It flinched. It flinched.
Oh, right, we're not doing this.
It missed.
Welcome to fighting Whitney's Miltank. You think you can status it. You can't. You think you can use a ghost type. You can't. It's got Scrappy. It hits ghost type with Stomp. You think you can poison it or burn it or paralyze it or put it to sleep. Nope, it's got a Lumberry. There was a fucking game designer. It also has a King's Rock apparently. There was a fucking game.
It flinched.
You know, King's Rock doesn't.
My
King's Rock-
Whiscash never had this luck with a King's Rock.
King's Rock does not stack with Stomp.
No, but I just got flinched 5 times.
My Whiscash and Shield didn't get this lucky with a King's Rock.
It's because King's Rock is 10% and Stomp is 30.
Dead.
It's okay. This is fine.
Why are you doing that?
I want to lower his defense.
Okay, that's fair.
Well, you're gonna be dead.
What are
Poor
you
me.
What are we doing? Buying time!
I will do this until the poison consumes it. Oh god.
Disable? Disable?
Good shout, good shout.
I think Disable has like 80 accuracy in this game, so it's actually good.
Rollout was disabled.
You know, I'm quite glad it doesn't have fucking heal bell.
Imagine if it hit. Imagine if it hit.
Thing is, she can now just spam milk drink as well.
I need to check something.
This fucking milk tank. Oh good, it's no longer disabled.
It's too late. The deed is done.
Wow, fucking Slowpoke is just coming in and you give him a poison assist and he's going to town. Ah yes, strength, that move I'm not getting for fuck knows how long.
It's attract.
Great.
Hey Sean, did I see what I posted?
One moment. Why did I click back in
Oh.
Oh dear lord. That gif is burned into my soul.
Yeah, I know. Me too.
Can I beat any given game with just one Slowpoke? Yes, quite easily.
Mother.
What, mother?
What, mother? Squirt.
What? Oh. Da, 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 da.
Dear lord. That was painful.
But it was amazing. First try.
Yeah, first try Whitney. You know why that is? I had a fucking Slowpoke. I remember I once came in here I was using a spinner rack. That was the spinner rack I caught, and immediately afterwards the spider jumped at me from behind my desk.
That spinner rack.
Yeah, you remember that spinner rack.
I do. That was wild.
Because I was messaging you at the time, so I'm going to catch this spinner rack, and then I went quiet for a bit, and I went, a spider fucking jumped out at me.
Like, holy shit!
Yeah, that evolved just before getting to Goldenrod, level 22 Ariados. I did buy Hyper Beam. So I went in there with an Ariados spamming Hyper Beam.
Policeman Dirk.
Did it work?
No.
Shit. Damn it.
His name's Dirk.
You got my hopes up there.
You know what? It was a bold strategy to have a Pokemon that evolves early and give it fucking Hyper Beam.
Sounds like a Gen 2 thing.
There. Set fire to the fire slug.
I don't want to set the slug on fire.
It's already on fire. This made a fire.
Oh, set the slug. That's not what I heard.
What did you hear?
I think I know what he heard.
I think he knows what I heard.
I know exactly what he heard. Also, whenever I sing that song, I just think of Ugandan Knuckles.
Excuse me?
Okay.
That's the original video clip of that.
Oh. Oh, okay.
The original animation is that Knuckles singing that song.
Oh my.
I don't even I remember watching the video that animation originated from, and I don't remember the context for that design of Knuckles. I really don't. And then VR chat took over.
Oh no. Oh no!
We now have the little model of Soviet Knuckles in his tank.
Mother.
What mother?
What, mother?
It's just more. I spent your money.
Thanks. It's like my real mother.
It's such an odd park.
Shit like sounds like a big mall. Hello, weird tree.
Discord came up with a green pop that said, "You are currently muted." I'm like, yeah, I know, I muted it so I could sneeze.
Hey! What? You're muted! Yeah?
I know!
An odd tree. Use the squirt bottle.
Dogtree doesn't like it. It attacked. Pseudo-Wudo.
It's a fucking Sudowoodo. That I am gonna catch because there's only one in the entire game.
Missed. Low kick.
Remember when you low kick used to flinch?
Dark days.
I don't know, Gen 2 low kick was actually pretty good.
So Sudowoodo is actually not bad. I have used it before. It's a pure rock type. Fairly solid.
It gets rock slide by level very early.
Yes, it does. And as I said, I may as well catch it, because why not?
Ding, 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 ding.
Problem is,
Failure.
Sudowoodo is quite hard to catch.
Fast asleep. This isn't gonna kill it, is it?
Probably not.
It's a Sudowoodo, not
Whoa.
a fucking Geodude. That's a
Flail.
problem.
Fatality.
Does anything in your team have Yawn?
No.
Really?
Not anymore. Didn't something have it? And you
I thought
swapped it out?
I thought the Slugma had it.
Slugma might still have it.
First try every time.
Oh yeah, baby. It works 80% of the time, every time.
Pseudo Wudo. Tree.
Woody!
No.
Oh, okay.
Johnson.
Alright.
Funny. Berry pots!
Looks like a huge Johnson!
I'll give you some berries. Some orange, some pecha. That person was actually stood there just staring at a pseudo Wudo.
Well, she's a botanist. She's probably there trying to analyze whether or not it is in fact a plant.
Violet City.
Yeah, we're back here. The Johto region forms a nice little loop.
Yep.
Twice.
Yeah.
So I still legitimately don't know what I want my next two Pokemon to be. Someone's PC. Deposit. Let's have a look at Johnson. Docile. Meh.
Hyper Potion. Interesting.
Delightful. I can't do anything over there yet. Alright, now this is a double battle.
Challenged by twins Tori and Till. With a Mareep and a Marill.
Alright, this is a matchup I don't think I wanted to have. Well, that didn't do much. Actually didn't do too bad. Yeah, give me the XP individually.
You defeated the kids!
Good. This fight sucks.
You're
Because I know what I remember what this is.
Oh, God. There's a Meowth and... I forgot the
This is
rest.
the absolute fucking bulk fest.
Oh, it's got like
Clefable
Jigglypuff.
and Wigglytuff!
Ah, I remember this one now. Oh, it does have Yawn.
It's like, oh yeah, you just beat some really tough normal types. Now do it again. I'm gonna focus down on one. Oh dear God.
Extreme speed!
Which has a really slow animation.
Yeah.
Non Gen 3 it didn't, which was amazing.
I say all that is basically it quickly teleports behind you and just gives you 3 slow spankings. That's it.
That is oddly specific.
You saw that. It definitely looks like it's getting
I wasn't
spanked.
trying to think about it. Dear God. Can you stop lowering my attack, please? That bulk though. Fuck off!
Fusion.
Oh, I was going to zoom in that. Okay, it has got like 1 pixel.
I can tell on Discord it's got 1 pixel.
Yeah, I can't on my TV.
Hypnosis, Miss Growl.
Ah, it's not Diamond and Pearl anymore. Fucking 70 accuracy hypnosis. Did. And then she's got to have a Clefable as well, just fucking call it. Yep. Right, I'm gonna double down on 1. Why is this a fight you have to do? Oh dear God. You know what I wish I had right now? I wish I had a Rocky helmet.
No, Adoraball!
Wait. I tapped out for a minute. Does the training with the Wigglytuff have a Clefable in the back?
Uh-huh. And the trainer for Clefable has a Wigglytuff in the back.
Oh, my God. In the original, I think it was just Clefairy and Jigglypuff. And there was only one of them. Now I'm curious. I'm gonna look this up.
Double slap.
Fucking boss in Moot Clothing here.
Double slap.
I really miss a Rocky
Oh.
helmet.
Triple slap.
Oh, the twins had a Clefairy and a Jigglypuff, which is what I remembered. And the beauties weren't even there.
Yeah, a surprise, I guess.
This game has a lot of interesting surprises.
This game can be really rough when it wants to be. Oh my God. Yeah, so my strat here is single down on one trainer. And let the other one slowly die. Couldn't get a critical hit on the other one, could you? I'm surprised it's not resorting to Metronome more. It's only used it once. That is the dumbest Leonard I've ever seen.
Yeah. Me too.
Yeah, I'm just gonna poison you as well. That's what I like to see. Slowly encroaching death. Right, let's never talk about that again.
Not now, mother. I'm busy limping.
An apricorn tree.
It's a red one. Can't remember what that one makes.
Level ball.
Blue.
Lure ball?
Leer ball, yeah. Oh yeah, there's that trainer there with a drowsy, so
And heavy
If you're-
ball, I imagine.
yeah, heavy. Red is level, blue is Leer, yellow is moon, green is friend, pink is love, white is fast, and black is heavy.
This is a fight I want nothing to do with.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck off!
This trainer did say it's scary when your
You-
Pokemon fall asleep and
You
can't
got
do a thing.
way, you got way
Dream
madder than that.
Eater!
You got way madder than I was expecting.
I just spent an entire fight missing hypnosis. How do you think I feel? Good news is the AI can't predict when I'm going to wake up, so... The dream suck has been avoided.
Defeated Greg.
Fuck you, Greg. Remember, Craig, this is the way you find Stantler. Oh, look at that.
A Stantler.
Yeah.
Look, this way, find Stantler. Oh, look, a Stantler.
I don't know why I remember that fact about Stantler being here. Probably because it's the only place in the entire fucking franchise that shows up. No, I'm not going to use a Stantler. I don't even know what Stantler does.
Hypnosis, skill swap, and I forget.
Oh, it does that. That hurt. A lot. A critique. No, I'm not going to use Eevee. Before anyone asks. As funny as it would be to use Eevee, no. It's not worth it. Dowsing machine. Alright.
That's what he said into a second key item.
So when we use this, I'm going to have to transition to a less pretty view.
That is the weirdest thing.
So what did
The bars
Oh.
on the outside mean?
Yeah.
The general direction the item is in, I think. If it's not detecting anything, the bars will be in pretty random locations. But like this is telling you like the general locations further north. You notice they'll like get closer together the closer you are to the item. See?
Oh, there you go.
Then when you get the actual dot, or not. Sorry. The bars are the direction that you need to put your stylus in order to see the item.
Rare candy.
Yeah, this is the one that everyone knows about. Very nearby.
Hyper potion.
Apparently, Drowsy has only been able to get Dream Eater by level up and Let's Go.
That's kind of sad.
Why is it the second one? It's like right outside the burn tower. Or the brass tower, whatever you want to call it.
Ether.
I guess this rival fight is mandatory, technically, in this game.
It is.
Unlike in the originals where it was completely optional. If you were playing Gold and Silver. Are you trying to catch something here for your headbutt?
Shadow
Heracross?
Claw.
Like Heracross?
No, I'm not using Heracross.
It's like, so why does that one give Shadow Claw and not Shadow Ball? You'll see.
You'll see.
I don't think anything in your team gets it.
Of course it does.
Sorry. Oh my god! Oh yeah, he gives you strength for some reason. I got so confused. Because I went all the way down to Olivine. I'm like, where the hell is it?
So yeah, you can actually use strength relatively soon after getting the badge to do it.
Which is nice.
Which is nice.
Though, nothing needs it that's on your team right now. Because Sibylle can just use Headbutt or Body Slam.
Welcome to Mount Mortar.
Why are you over here?
Because I'm about to show how fucking disgustingly sequence breakable this game is.
Except that's intentional.
It is intentional. And I'm going to do it now. Because if I don't, the rest of this game is going to be incredibly fucking boring. The hilarity is, right, you can come over here now to get to the rocket hideout, right? But to get in, and the rocket hideout is around your current level. The problem is, to get into the rocket hideout, you need to be at level 30 Gyarados.
I think there is another flag that prevents you from getting to the red Gyarados right away.
Oh no, you can do it right away.
Really?
Yeah, you just need Surf.
Oh, right, yeah. My thought was, you have to cure Ampy.
No.
Okay.
All that does is get you the Steel-type gym badge.
I mean, granted, you need Surf. Where do you
Yeah,
get
you
that in
need
this game,
Surf,
right?
but...
Where do you get that in this game, anyway?
Surf? Dancehall.
Still? Oh, it's for beating up a Team Rocket Grunt this time.
Yeah, it's for beating up a Team Rocket Grunt. Oh yeah, remember them?
Yeah, speaking of which, I'm not looking forward to that part of the game either.
Do you remember Team Rocket? So they turn up at the Slowpoke Well. Then you fight one guy just before this gym. And then that's it until Gym 7.
And that one guy wasn't even in the original stuff.
So in the original game, you go from just before the second gym to 7th gym. Without seeing Team Rocket. And then you just do all that shit at once. Which is why I'm convinced the game wants you to come to Mahogany Town sooner.
I think so too. In that Bryce's Pokemon, I think, are just lower level than both the other gym leaders.
They are, but he's listed as the 7th badge.
Yeah, but Sabrina and Koga have that thing going on, and their levels are kind of weird. And Let's Go change that by kind of like forcing you to go a certain way first.
Yeah, it did.
In the original, there was no such issue. And in Yellow, they made it even better by making Sabrina and Koga the same level.
50.
50. Suffer.
I hope to God you like dying.
This had the added advantage making Blaine actually difficult.
Yeah, because you can't just sidestep him and go to Blaine. Well, you can.
Yeah, you can, but... No, I said in Yellow, Blaine is actually difficult. Because he goes from having a level 47 Arcanine like Roar and Ember and nothing else to like Fire Spin on everything and like low 50s on his entire team.
See, the thing, right? Technically, you're not meant to come here yet, but he's got a level 17 Pokemon. And this is a trend even after you get 7 badges.
He doesn't have his Magmar though, which is weird given how Yellow's supposed to be based off the anime.
So what I don't get, right? You can't get past Mahogany Town until you've got 7 badges and you've dealt with Team Rocket. The thing is, the wild Pokemon and trainers past there are just as weak as they are before you get 7 badges, even though you can't possibly go there.
No, I think they bump up to like level 22 or something.
Oh, whoopty fucking next gym's 40.
Yeah, I know. Suffer.
You want an Ice type to deal with these Dragon types? Well, there's no trainings between here and there. And that Ice type you just got level 20. I remember once I did the math and you'd have to fight about 800 Geodudes to level up that far.
Yeah, why'd you fight Geodude?
Because it's the most common Pokemon in the nearby area.
You could rematch one of the Bird Keepers pretty readily, though.
So this guy comes out of a Nidoking and a Nidoqueen, and then you remember that these two aren't very good unless they've got TMs.
In what game?
Any game.
Have you ever played Gen 1?
I tried not to be honest with you.
Remember, Nidoking only has one move.
That's just because you get it at level 100.
No, you get it level 23. Have you never played Gen 1?
Again, I try not to.
Do you know what Nidoking does?
Stuff.
What?
Stuff.
Like?
Uh-huh.
It gets Thrash at level 23.
Huh.
Your mother's calling.
And,
Not anymore.
And how many turns does Thrash last?
3 to 4.
Yes, 3 to 4, which means you click Thrash once, and you will sweep a trainer's entire team for 1 PP.
That's kind of fucked up.
Yeah, it is. Why do you think you see Nidoking so often in Gen 1? That's why.
I thought it was mainly because of the speedrun.
The speedrun does that, but no, people have been doing that for decades. The speedrun just picked it up because, like, this is just the easiest way to do it.
The game gives you a Nidoking.
The game just hands you the Nidoking and the tools together. You might as well just do it.
Revive.
Oh yeah,
Really?
Revivi.
But be there.
Oh, Revivi. Nidoking good. Nidoking indeed good. Nidoking gets Sludge Wave.
Escape. It bit the
Nidoking
fire slug.
very enjoy.
Escape. It astonished the fire slug.
I'd say in Gen 5, Nidoking's the hottest ever it's been, except nothing kind of tops what Gen 1 Nidoking did. Disgusting.
Geodude.
Oh yeah, it's a dude with a Dugtrio coming up, so watch out for that.
Yeah, that's fine. I can
He was in
prepare
Crystal
myself for
anyway.
that.
I'm not sure if he was in Gold and Silver, but he was in Crystal.
Match up.
No, if you want a match up, you know, this is the spot. I'll put Polgar in front.
Let me demonstrate the power of the Pokemon I caught.
Do you have to?
Quillfish.
I mean, Quillfish is pretty fast. And pretty fat.
Hearted.
And pretty hard.
Dead.
Quillfish, that Pokemon you forget about until someone brings the Meme Swift Swoon team. Everybody's done it.
Except that Quillfish doesn't have Swift Swim on that team.
Dum ba 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 bum.
Intimidate Spikes, let's go.
Your mother again.
Listen here, bitch.
Hey,
Secret
it's
place.
a secret
Sees
place.
man on the side of the screen.
Shane sent out the arena.
Oh, that's cute. I just dealt with one of those things, mother.
Maybe he's just like that kid who like lives in a tree house and like hides behind a tree and doesn't tell all his friends, and that's what makes it secret.
Maybe.
Except there's no trees here, so I don't even understand.
Is he hiding behind the sign?
Maybe. Oh god, it's Agent Zero.
Oh god. This is my secret place.
Yep.
Yummy. Yeah, you do that. You're gonna die now.
Confusion. Dead.
And Polgar's back at full health. Oh, no, he's not.
Almost. He's one off, and it's annoying me a bit.
I imagine it's like the other side of a mountain.
Diglett.
Dealer.
Yeah, it's this guy.
Growling Diglett.
How does it... What?
It's a Diglett that growls.
That.
A crit. A super crit. That's better.
OCD satisfied.
Dog Trio.
Pokemon that I just cannot see from behind anymore.
It's a growling dog trio.
I mean, it can keep doing that. I don't know what it's trying to achieve.
Drown the, what do you call them, moles?
It's a hip... yeah, they're moles. Or free buff dudes.
Geodude.
That's an anticlimax.
It threw a rock at you. 69 HP.
Nice.
Well, your shell belt will ruin it.
Oh no, how dare it. I just wiped that Geodude off the face of the earth like fucking skid marks off some underwear in the washer.
Why use that analogy?
I don't know. Oh, welcome to Mahogany Town. This is where the 7th gym is. Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver is a well-balanced game.
Ba 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 da. Ba da 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 da.
And now we can fly here.
Eventually.
Eventually.
Back through the mountain.
Yep. No one ever goes in Mount Water. And I understand completely why.
Wait. Delete. On DM.
Oh thank god, it's not spinach green.
I'd like a repel.
Spinach!
I'd like to have a repel if I'm coming through here.
I can see why.
Geodude.
Geo.
Dude.
Gen 1 Pokemon weren't made for genders.
Match up.
Geodude, Mr. Mime. What the fuck?
I had just looked up that in HeartGold Soul Silver, all of Blaine's Pokemon have Overheat and White Herb on them. I did not know that.
Oh dear god.
Like, not just his main, all of them.
Ah yes, that move that got buffed. Substantially.
Oh, Leech Life? Yeah.
Let's go see Bill, see if we can get this Eevee.
Did you talk to him in the Bill in the Pokemon Center yet?
Yeah.
Critique? Okay. Enjoy the level 5 Eevee, I guess.
Yeah, there's another problem this game does. I'm just checking the room. No, good. I'm fucking paranoid every time I see a Spinnerack.
What? Every time you see a Spinnerack, a spider just appears in your room?
Generally speaking, yes. As you can imagine, I don't like it.
Oh, 2 steps. Need a run.
Merp. Ah yes, seriously considering hidden power steal.
I was at Lance. I couldn't get past his Aerodactyl, so I was fumbling through my TMs like, okay, what do I got? And I was like just searching through all the TMs, everything I had, and I'm like, hidden power, I've got that. Let's try it. And it ended up working. And I'm like, it's super effective. Let's go. And then I had to like ride it out and just hope the Thunder Wave didn't hit. You know that thing that happens in Gen 1 and Gen 2 where status moves just have like an innate 25% chance to miss
Yeah.
if used by the AI? Well, apparently that that even prioritizes over lock-on. Because I've seen Chuck's Polyrath use lock-on and then hypnosis and miss.
Wow.
I didn't even know that was possible.
So good care of it. Received. Eevee.
Because I was just straight up expecting to die on the next turn, and then that happened. It evolves into 7 different kinds of Pokemon. Not in this game, it doesn't. You evolve into, like, 2.
Yeah, 2 if you want one that works. They're called Vaporeon and Espeon.
No, you can't even get Vaporeon until, like, post-game usually. Well, in this game it's a bit easier.
You gotta put work in though.
You do... Oh, did you get... On Route 42, did you get the fisherman's phone number?
Yes.
Good. He gives you the water stone. Because I'm pretty sure
That
he
is
does.
part of why I went there.
I know. But, like, that's... What? Yeah, it is. You want to use a fighting-type water.
Yeah, that is part of why I went there.
Oh, I thought you said that's not part of why you went there.
I went there so I could get the phone number and also get a fly point. Even though I'm gonna have to surf that way anyway for Suicune, but you know.
Oh, you can go there and you can go to the Pokeathlon Dome on certain days of the week to get a water stone as well.
I need a water stone and a King's Rock.
King's Rock is automatic. It's in the well. It's about you get a King's Rock from the guy who talks about Slowpoke evolving with one.
When's he turn up?
When you get surfed.
Huh, neat.
He's in the basement of the Slowpoke well.
Ba-da-ba-ba. Da-da-da-da.
Alright.
The bike shop. You've done enough riding, it's yours to keep forever.
Neat. This Stantler really wants to be my friend. He's trying. There we go. Alright, I think we should call that a stream. And good news, as of tomorrow night, when I'm on holiday, streams can be longer. Yay!
Damn it.
They're not going to be much longer.
Can you give an estimate?
3 to 4 hours.
Right.
Because I basically have no obligation to stop at 10 to get food and then... I also don't have to start at 7, I can start a bit earlier. Great. Let's check our stats, since I'm curious.
First up.
Yeah, that's about right. Yeah, that's about right.
Yep. All right.
You exist.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
So-
about right.
So you're just using that one as a HM slave.
Pretty much. Sister Fist is here for the ride.
HM's neat idea to restrict, but it's a Pokemon in your party.
That is why I've got 2 water types, by the way.
Yeah.
One's a special attacker, so one gets Surf. One's a physical attacker, so it gets Waterfall. And then some poor fucker in the middle's getting Whirlpool.